LeBron might be carrying his worst supporting cast ever this season. Bleacher Report ranked every NBA Finals team in history, and they say this year's Cavs team would be the third worst ever. The ratings are based off offensive and defensive statistics. LeBron has been great so far in the playoffs for Cleveland, but no one else on the team is averaging 15 points per game. Shannon, do you agree with the ratings?
What you looking down for, Skip?
I'm not
Everything you need to know.
Everything's looking up over here.
Everything you need to know is on this side of the table. I've been telling you this all year long. Absolutely, Joey, absolutely. It would be nothing short of a miracle. Feeding
nothing short of a miracle?
Feeding multitudes of people with 2 loaves of bread. that kind of thing.
One of these days we're going to get struck by
No, we're not. I'm telling the truth. You know it too, Skip.
Shannon Sharp saying that.
You know it, Skip. You know what he's
hide under the table here for a while.
Skip, being truthful, you know this team really has no business being as far as they are. You consider that no other player other than LeBron is averaging more than 15 points a game. Let that sink in. In the first round,
tonight, LeBron
hit the 20-point total. Now, by contrast, Celtics got 4 guys averaging at least 16 points a game. I was looking back at it as like, wow, is this team worse than the 07 team that he took? Skip is close. But I can see why they would rank this team of all the teams that's made the NBA Finals. I can see why they're third worst. When you look at this team and what they have offensively outside of LeBron, and you look at what they have defensively even with LeBron, yes, Skip, there's no question about it. But if I'm Dan Gilbert, there's no chance LeBron James ever sees this article. Because if he were to see this, there's no chance he's staying next year.
You know, once again, this is another classic LeBron apologist argument in case. We're back again. We can't get away from this case you keep making. Poor LeBron just doesn't
Bleacher Report made the case.
He doesn't have enough help. Well, he's a LeBron apologist. Whoever came
No, don't do that, Skip. Don't do that.
Yes, it is. LeBron defender / apologist. That's what we're talking about. This team just swept the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. The second best team record-wise in the NBA this year just got swept by this team.
And they fired the coach.
Oh, okay. So help me out here because I don't know which side of mouth you're speaking out of today or this moment because one day you're wearing a goat mask telling me he's greater than Michael Jordan, right? He's the greatest player in the history of the NBA. Okay. And then the next day you're telling me that he's still the best player on the planet right here, right now. Well, only 5 can play at once. So if you have that guy, how can you be the worst team to ever play in an NBA Finals? Help me out with that because I can't put 2 and 2 together and make 4.
Because it shows just how great he is. I was looking to see where those Michael Jordan teams, where they ranked as far as being worse. And I didn't find any of those on the list, but that's not what we're talking about here today. We're here to discuss LeBron James. And it goes to his greatness and what he's able to do. Because you know, I know, and everybody that's watching, all 5 million people that's watching this morning, Joy, know that if LeBron James was not on this team, they would be hoping to land DeAndre Ayton or the kid from overseas. What's his name? Luka
Doncic.
Luka Doncic. That's what they would be hoping for. But because of LeBron and what he's able to do and his greatness, this is what's possible.
So not only does my partner across the table say this is the greatest player ever, but he played the most minutes in the regular season, and he has also played the most minutes in the postseason, has LeBron James. So it's not like he's on reduced minutes. You're getting full force LeBron James into 15 years, right? And
he has more points and more assists than anybody else in the playoffs.
So if only 5 players can play at one time, and he's averaging like 40 minutes a game, and they're only 48 in the game, then you would say you have the best player who ever played playing the greatest basketball of his life, says you.
Yes.
And And you're telling me it's still the worst team ever to make the finals if they in fact...
You said he's playing 40 minutes a game, and there's 8 minutes in which he's not playing. Can you tell the people at home what's going on in the 8 minutes in which he's not playing? You know!
What is your research?
No. I'm asking you, Skip. Can you please help me out?
I don't know.
I gave Steve
I don't even care.
I gave Steve the night off, so I need you to help me.
I don't think you gave him the night off at all.
I think I need a little help.
I think he was giving you every argument. So go ahead.
You know what happened. You saw this last year. They have a 12-point lead. He rests 90 seconds. He comes back in the game. It's down to 2. He can never take time off. And what they're saying is that when you look at it, and you know what I noticed? I noticed you love analytics when it suits your argument. So they're giving you these great analytics of why LeBron James.
Nobody's giving me anything. I go find them.
Well, you're not no analytics guy. You're an English major. You don't know anything about numbers. Leave the number stuff to me. But anyway, anytime they have a compelling argument to help LeBron or show LeBron is the GOAT and the why he's able to do what he does, you don't like the analytics. Now, analytics that maybe supports your argument, you love those. LeBron James is the GOAT. This team isn't very good if he wasn't on it. And if he were to get this team to the finals, it might be the greatest thing ever accomplished in the NBA.
Really?
Second behind Dr. Nate Smith and Benny the basketball.
Speaking of those 8 odd minutes that he doesn't play, the LeBron apologists, starting with you, number 1, want to sweep this under your little LeBron rug that you have over there that you sit on. How about those crucial, is actually about 5 minutes against the Indiana Pacers in crucial Game 7, win or go home Game 7, in which LeBron James mysteriously came up with some sort of, I don't know what it was, cramp, quote unquote. I don't know what it was. He walked to the locker room. He checked out of the game. He came back and sat on the end of the bench for a while, eating an orange. I don't know. Maybe he's just dehydrated. I have no idea, but it didn't. I couldn't see him limp. Whatever. In that stretch that he was not playing, guess what, Joy? He's got a 5-time All-Star who took over the game. Just took it over from the Indiana Pacers. It wasn't Victor Oladipo who took it over. He registered zeros across the board stat-wise in the time he played while LeBron was out. Kevin Love took over the game and made 2 huge threes and a mid-range jump shot that LeBron has a hard time making. So all of a sudden, it was Kevin Love's 8 points that stretched the lead from 1 up to 12 in LeBron's absence. Wow, how is that possible? It's because Kevin Love's a really good player. 5 All-Star teams he's made.
He's so good.
Interesting.
Nobody was willing to trade for him over the last 2 seasons.
Okay.
You know that, I know that. But here's the thing, though, Skip. Well, before LeBron checked out, do you mind telling people the stat line that he checked out with? He had 30. You know.
Maybe the pressure is mounting. I don't know.
Skip, don't do that.
Well, I don't know. Well, it was weird. Still unexplained to me.
It's not unexplained because you got a big man playing that. First
see him limp. I didn't see him limp. But go ahead.
Just because you don't see something, you don't know what's going on. See, Skip, stop doing that. You need to stop.
So, also playing with LeBron James right now is this guy named Kyle Korver, who's one of the greatest three-point shooters in league history. Do you realize he's made the 4th most in the history of the NBA three-point shots? That's Ray Allen, Reggie Miller. Those are big guys, right?
How many teams he's been on?
I don't know.
You know.
What's the matter? He's on the team right now. He's getting to play with the guy.
No, not the team. He's playing with the guy.
Yeah, that was the guy where LeBron picked up the phone 2 trade deadlines ago and said, Commish, I need help. Get me somebody.
Whoa, hold on. Yeah. Why are you mentioning Kyle Korver? When you said Kyle Korver should not have attempted that shot in the 3rd quarter. You remember in the 4th quarter?
Because you're the greatest, quote unquote, greatest player ever. You take that shot.
Whoa.
You take it.
You
not have the guts.
You just told me that he has the 4th most made threes in NBA history. And he has
he ever taken one in the NBA Finals that really mattered?
Michael Jordan never took a shot in the NBA Finals until he took a shot in the NBA Finals.
No, he taken one in the finals of the NCAA tournament.
That doesn't count. Carmelo Anthony took one. When the last time he took one in the NBA Finals?
Carmelo didn't take that kind of shot.
All I'm saying,
he's a freshman.
All I'm saying is, Skip, nobody has done anything until they actually done something.
They swept the Raptors. I can't believe we're even having this conversation.
Baby dinosaurs.
Okay, so is LeBron not all that then? Or are we saying he's really not that good? Is he being overrated?
All
is that what we're saying?
Then some.
Does defense count? Maybe defense doesn't
count
anymore.
Don't do that, Skip.
Well,
why
I'm
do that?
Doing it because it counts for me. It's like half the battle.
Oh, half the battle.
Yeah. LeBron, who ranked 309th in individual defensive
What's
win
his
shares.
PR? Where was he at PER?
It's
You
big.
know that stat.
It's high. Wasn't above James Harden's.
But you know what I know? You know what I noticed, Skip? Now, old Dak Prescott, he can rattle off old QBR. He like QBR. Sometimes he like them raw numbers. He like raw Q. I mean, he can rattle off Baker Mayfield. He can rattle off Dak Prescott, Tom Brady. But when it comes to LeBron James PR, somehow it just slips your memory.
Joy, you know what stat I love the most? That LeBron James has had 14 teammates make all-star teams, and Michael Jordan, for his whole career, had only 6 teammates make an all-star team. And that was only Scottie Pippen 6 times. That's 14 to 6.
Did Charles Oakley make
That's game over, man. Game over.
Let me ask you a question.
So LeBron has had more help than Michael.
Don't do that, Skip.
Oh, I don't do it. The all-stars are screaming it.
Well, all I know is that he did play with 2 top 50 players, Dennis Rodman and Scottie Pippen.
Did Dennis Rodman make all-star teams? Maybe he made them top 50 players.
So let me ask you a question. Which is better, being an all-star or being a top 50 player all time?
Well, all-stars, when you're playing with Michael, he needs some help, man.
All I know
like
is
LeBron.
Dennis Rodman was a top 50 player all time before he even joined Michael Jordan.
That's not true.
It was.
No,
true.
that's
It is true.
Nope.
So how did Michael Jordan help him get them 2 defensive player of the year?
He blessed him. He didn't make defensive player of the year with the Bulls.
I know. Yeah. That's what he got. Oh, say thank you. See, I walked you that trap. 2-time defensive player of the year. 2-time NBA champion.
You backed into your own trap.
Can I ask you a question?
Walk into a trap.
Name the teammate the 2-time NBA champion that LeBron played with. 2 times before he got there.
Yeah, he played for the Bad Boy Pistons.
Whoa!
Loaded.
Oh, they did what? They kept Michael Jordan with a headache.
Yeah, they wrote a book
The
about it.
Packers signed
Kept
Des
ice pack on his
Bryant.
head.
We'll discuss that with Mark Schlereth next.